we as women hold on so tightly on someone that's not holding on to us with care? Why do we as women we beg so much for love? Why do we mortgage our self-respect in expectations of certain affection? Why do we always do that? So this is the conversation that I was having with myself from the last few weeks. For the longest time, I used to believe that earlier women used to tolerate a lot of shit in a relationship because they were not independent, they were dependent on a man, and when you need a particular person to survive, so for your own well-being, for your family's well-being, for your children's well-being, you are dependent on a particular person, and that is why you are tolerating all the shit. So for the longest time I used to believe that. But then the shocking part was when I saw certain things in today's world as well. Today women are independent, they are traveling the world, they are buying houses, they are buying cars, they are living on their own, they are responsible for all the expenses in their life, and still they tolerate emotional neglect, they tolerate disrespect, and on certain extents even abuses, all in the name of love. Which is so shocking, because I used to believe that okay, this is the question, that why do women tolerate, and my answer used to be that earlier they were dependent, but today when they are not even financially dependent, still women are tolerating a lot of shit, which is shocking, which is very, very disrespectful also. We are always being told to fight for our relationships, that there is a lot of compromise in it, there is a lot of adjustments in it, you have to forget, you have to forgive. We are taught all of these things in order to maintain a particular relationship, right? But in the rule book, there is no chapter about self-respect. We are never being taught that when is the time that we should realize and we should know that this is the time where we should walk away. We are never being told that, right? And as women, I have seen that we rewrite our boundaries. For a particular time, you have your ethics, you have your boundaries, that this is something which I am never going to tolerate, this is non-negotiable for me. But as soon as you fall in love with a person, you rewrite your boundaries and you want to go beyond your boundaries, so that if you want to make a particular relationship work, it should work, And we always think that if I try a little harder, maybe he'll see my worth. We always try to prove our worth. We always think that if I do this, I think he's gonna realize that I'm not worthless, and he also needs me, or he also requires me in his life. But that's a trap, because love without respect, it's never love, it's just emotional captivity. And we realize it way later. We are getting hurt every day, we are not even happy, but we are just used to it and we want to keep holding on it. But I asked this question to myself, that why exactly is this happening? So first of all, it starts from how are we exactly conditioned. Since childhood, girls are being told that they have to behave in a certain way, they have to smile more, their voice shouldn't cross a particular notch, they shouldn't be arguing too much, they should have an adjusting nature, because they have to go to somebody else's house where they need to adjust, they should be more compromising, there should be more giving, right? So that is how we are conditioned. Then comes romantic media influences, right? Whenever we watch certain movies or certain series or whatsoever, every time it's being told that the true love you get after a lot of struggle, a lot of pain, where you have to give so much, you have to compromise so much, and then only the true love you're gonna get, right? Then the fear of losing the dream. I'll tell you a very, very basic example that has happened with me also. Like, if you are in love with a particular person and you have spent, for example, 5 days amazingly, okay, those were like the best days of your life, and if the next 25 days are horrible, you still hold on to those 5 amazing days and you still keep on trying and trying, because you think that if I try a little harder, those 5 days are going to come back, or maybe I will be able to make more such memories. So basically, we are trying to hold on to that imagination, we are trying to hold on to that dream rather than accepting the reality, right? And a lot of times I've seen that ego is so much mixed with love. We feel that we have invested so much, like I have given so much time to this person, I have given so many years of my life to this person, I fought with so many people to be with this person, so now I'm not gonna lose on, okay, I will make this work no matter what. We deny to accept the reality that just because you have invested so many years earlier to be with that person, but now if things are not aligned, so rather than walking away, we try to invest more years and more time to be in that toxic situation and hurt ourselves more. And there is no denial in that. Men and women, they are built differently. The emotional wiring is so different that yes, women are way too emotional than men, and there's no question about it. Also, what I feel is that a lot of times we feel that we have imagined this a particular way, so it will be like that. So we are not in love with the exact person, but we are in love with the way we have imagined them to be. It's just so important to stop confusing endurance with strength. A lot of times we feel that if we are tolerating the pain, if we are tolerating the disrespect, if we are compromising a lot, that means we are so powerful and we are at the right path, we are going to make this work. But that's not the case, because strength is not in tolerating the pain, but strength is in realizing that when is the right time to walk away and stick to that decision. Because it's so important to accept the fact that if he's not meeting you halfway, then it's not love, it's just a one-sided emotional contract, that you are putting so many things, and if you think that that's gonna happen, that's not exactly how it works over here. A relationship, it has to be a partnership. It's not a charity work, right, where you think that you're gonna give and the other person will start appreciating, will start putting the same amount of efforts. It never happens that way. You both have to be aligned, you both have to want the same thing in equal manner, right, to make certain things work. And okay, a truth is that if a man or even a woman, if they truly want you, they will never let you beg for the love, for the time, for the affection, for the respect. You will never feel that I am not being loved or I'm not being wanted over here. So if you start abandoning yourself to be with someone else, you should just know that you have already lost it. Okay. Also, at the same time, I'm not saying that every time only a person can be right or wrong. No. Everyone has their own right, everyone has their own wrong, okay? If at the right time, even after putting whatever amount of efforts you can, if you have given your 100%, if you were pretty honest with the relationship that you wanted to make it work, if you've done all of that and you see that still you're getting hurt, it's extremely important to just accept and to understand the fact that maybe I'm right, maybe he's also right, but right now we are not aligned together, right? And if you aren't aligned with a person, it's always better to just walk away and part ways. You don't have to keep the grudges, and you don't have to think that the other person was such a mess and he or she, they ruined your life and blah blah blah. No. Any single person cannot ruin your life. You can ruin your life because you were holding on to it for a really long amount of time. You started blaming them, but you took the decisions, right? If you take the decision of walking away, if you take the decision of staying, so it's you. And if you do not hold on to grudges and if you start to walk away, it's going to be really, really difficult. And that is why I say that strength is in realizing when it's not working out, just walk away. And rather than that, you have to see your worth. And you shouldn't be craving for the validation that, okay, somebody else is going to come and tell me that how amazing I am. If you believe that you are amazing, Just tell it to yourself. You don't have to wait for somebody else's validation, right? Because if you really have to lose yourself to find someone else, you are already lost in the relationship. And it's really, really important to understand. And you shouldn't be the only one who's fighting for love. There should be someone who's fighting for you as well. And that's how it gets completed. So yeah, that was it. I really wanted to talk about it because I also experienced this. I have seen so many people experiencing this around me. Yes, in my perspective, I can give a better perspective of a woman because I'm a woman myself. At the same time, I know that there will be different sort of perspectives if we talk about men. But the main point is that it's not necessary to prove someone right or wrong. It's just that as soon as you realize that the paths are not aligned, it's really important to walk away rather than hurting yourself so much, and rather than making yourself a victim unnecessarily. So that was it, and do let me know what do you think about it, or if all of this has happened to you as well, and what are your thoughts on it. I would love to listen to different perspectives. Also, if you like such content on your feed where unfiltered perspectives are just thrown off, so you can definitely subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you so much. I am Tanya. I'm going to see you in the next video very soon.